Film is literature. We're back, ladies and gentlemen. It's been a while. I'm Justin. This is James. James, how are you, buddy?
I've been better, but I mean, I'm not dead. Just a lot of work stuff. Life stuff. But you know
Yeah,
what?
you're definitely not dead. If you were, the show would be a lot weirder right now.
Yeah, I'm broadcasting from heaven.
Yeah. Oh, there you go. All right. Well,
Yeah.
Okay. I was gonna say I'd be in hell, so it'd be hard to communicate with me if we were both dead.
So yeah, well, I doubt you being hell. I mean, I'm sure there's plenty of people that's done worse stuff than you.
Oh, well, that's for sure. That's for sure. First of all, before we get into the show, let me congratulate you on winning a pool cue raffle that we do in one of my other jobs. So congrats on winning a pool cue, James.
Thank you. I appreciate you telling me. Like at first, I was like, man, I ain't got the money for this. And then,
Yeah.
because I was like, I ain't got the money for this. I'm like, well, you know what? It was more of the support thing. I was like, well,
Well,
let me
thank you.
support. Yeah. So that was, I appreciate you doing what you do. You know what I mean? Just trying to
Yeah.
bring the pool, well, Charlotte pool, and we're not even Charlotte, North Carolina now because you didn't moved up. You about to hit
well,
statewide.
well, make sure to. I'll make sure to tell you about our next raffle whenever we start it up here next week.
Okay. Is that another pool
Yeah.
stick? Yeah.
It's always going to be a pool stick. Yeah. Well, not always, but yeah. This one might involve a case too. It might be a pool cue and a case. I'm not exactly sure yet what I'm going to do, but yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So let's get into film as literature here. We're doing a movie from 1999. We're doing Fight Club. Fight Club, James. Do you want to? I mean, I'm sure everybody has seen it, but do you want to go ahead and give a very quick rundown of the movie, like what it's about?
Actually, it's about a young man who he's an introvert, but he has this big voice inside of him that comes out um, unintentional, and he's kind of basically playing two different roles. How he is and how he see himself, and how his alter ego kind of see themselves, and his alter ego imposes his will on his life. Um, and I'm trying to be. I ain't gonna say it's a bad thing. I think it's a good thing to kind of help you whatever you do to get your stress out, whatever you do to de-stress, relax. You need to do. In this case, his was fighting, and then it turns into mischief, and I can say crime, but crime. And it wasn't a crime to the point of I'm just doing this reckless stuff. It was actually trying to have a better world and just doing crime to people that's doing something destructive worldly.
Yeah, you could. I mean, it could almost be called terrorism, really.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. And this kind of just a lot. He played a good role. So both roles were pretty damn good, and it took me a minute to kind of understand. Like when I first saw it, I saw it years ago. It took me a minute to understand, and then I watched it again. I'm trying to figure out like I didn't never see this part or this part. You know what I mean?
So it's a movie where, I mean, yeah, once you figure out the ending and kind of what's going on, and then you go back and rewatch it, you're definitely going to see stuff that you missed out the first
Yeah.
time. 100%. That does bring me to a question I was going to ask. Do you remember when you first saw this movie? Because it came out in 1999.
No, no.
Okay.
In the
So I
living room
remember,
somewhere.
yeah, I saw it probably like, I feel like, you know how back in the day movies would do theater and then they would do like Blockbuster and then
Yes.
they would do HBO.
Yeah.
So I saw it when it got to HBO. Right when it got to HBO, that's when I first saw it. So it was probably like what, early 2000 probably when I saw it.
Yeah.
Uh,
I'm gonna
do
say
you
I saw
remember
it
though?
first time.
Yeah. Do you remember though, like how big of a deal this movie was? Because it maybe for me being in middle school at the time, it was a big deal for us. But What about for you? You know, being what early
I mean,
20s maybe at that point.
yeah, I was. Yeah, I
Um,
was early 20. Yeah,
was
yeah,
it
absolutely
was
right.
it a big deal? Like, was it a big deal? Like, did y'all talk about it?
We did. We talked a lot about it. You know, the funny thing about this movie, you know, stuff spun off of this, like actual Fight Clubs,
Yeah. Oh
and
yeah.
I don't know as far as the mischief, if the mischief, but actual Fight Club spun off this, and you know what? And I'm trying to make maybe UFC kind of spun off this Fight Club type of
I
deal.
think it definitely. I think this movie definitely helped UFC or MMA in general get
Yeah,
bigger because this was around the time when UFC really started to take off.
yeah, yes. I mean, it was a big deal. It was a big deal, and then it was organized. It was a. And it's funny thing. It's funny. It's an organized fight. It's an organized club that people fight,
Yeah.
and but it was underground. It was almost like no one. You're not supposed to talk about it.
Well,
Well, you're not about it. Yeah,
yeah, we are breaking rule number 1 and rule number 2 by talking about it.
we're not part of it.
Well, true, but still,
And
would you now
no,
take? Would not have joined if this was a thing when you were like 24?
no, I'm not. I'm not a big fighter or a violence type guy. I'm just not. Um, so no, I don't. I want nobody to hit me, and I don't want to hit nobody.
I
Um,
would have. I don't know if I would have joined, but I would love to be there just to watch.
yeah, I don't even. Like I say, I don't like the MMA stuff or the UFC stuff. It's just too violent for me. I mean, boxing is violent enough,
Yeah.
and I really don't. It's good, but when you start actually, pounding and abusing somebody, it becomes a thing where I think it gets malicious and it gets like I just don't like it
Oh,
personally.
I get. I get it. I understand. So when I rewatched this movie the other day, this was probably the first time I'd actually rewatched it fully,
Yes,
probably in like 20 years.
yeah, it's a long movie.
It is a long movie, but that's not even. I don't even know if that's why I haven't watched it. I think it's one of those movies where I loved it, in school. I loved it when it came out, but it's just kind of like, is this a movie that you're gonna go back and rewatch time and time again? Like,
No, I
yeah.
don't. I don't think so. No, I mean, I'm not personally, but who knows? I mean, it wasn't. If it's on TV, yes, but I'm
Yeah.
not watching it. I'm not gonna watch it. You know what I mean? If
So
it's on
you
TV,
said,
yes.
yeah, you said it's long. It's 2 hours and 19 minutes. Is that's too long? Probably, right?
Um. So yes, I think I guess we get into it, but I think it started wandering towards the end of this
Yeah.
movie. They tried to make it longer, or they tried to, try to make it long.
So,
Yeah,
it is based off of a book, right?
I didn't know that. I did not know that.
Yeah, the book came out in 1996, and it's
Hmm.
actually the book is still kind of popular because there are now comic books. There are Fight Club comic books, and it's a whole thing of its own. The books and the comic books. I've never read them. I would actually. It is on my list now to go back and read. I would like to read the Fight Club book.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I want. I'm not a big reader. I can listen to it. We can do like a audio book.
Oh yeah, yeah. See, I'm not big on audiobooks. I zone out too much. Like I
Yeah,
would, yeah.
I'm not big on
I don't
audio
know.
books either, but I'm just saying.
I got you. I got you. All right.
Yeah,
So James, this movie came out in 1999. I might be biased because again, this was right at the point where I'm in middle school, and I think that's when you start to really, become fans of things. But I think
yeah,
1999 was probably the best year for movies ever in the history of movies. I think 1999 was huge. Um,
yes.
where do you think Fight Club finished in the box office for 1999?
I'm gonna say Fight Club probably had to finish in like a top 10.
Man, so it came out in October. It came out
Oh,
October 13th weekend. So you got 2 months basically. October, November were 3 months. Pretty much all of
mm,
October, November, December. It finished in 56th place.
that's good in 3 months. Yeah,
I mean, that's still way lower though. Even with that time, I thought it would be like top
not
10,
enough,
top
not enough
15.
time. Not enough time. I mean, yeah, not
It
enough time.
finished. It finished 3 spots below another movie that we did a few episodes ago.
With the Matrix, no, is the Matrix?
Nope. Nope. 10 Things I Hate About You.
Oh yeah, we didn't do the Matrix. What I'm talking about?
No, we didn't
Yeah,
do the Matrix yet. Um, here's
yeah,
the
I'm gonna
top
watch.
five though. Here's the top five though for 1999. Number one was Star Wars Episode One, whatever. Number two was The Sixth Sense, which we did.
Yep.
Number three was Austin Powers. Austin Powers number two. Number four was Toy Story 2, and number five was The Matrix.
Yeah, that was. I mean, you go. I'm good with the Matrix.
Yeah, The Matrix. Out of those five, The Matrix is
And,
the best. I feel like.
yeah. But what's name? Sixth Sense was
Yeah,
good too.
Sixth Sense was good. I was glad that I finally watched it for the first time ever last year.
Yeah.
So Fight Club came out in October. Here's the top five for the weekend that it came out. Fight Club was number one, right?
Right.
Number two is Double Jeopardy.
That was a
Number
good movie.
three, that was a good movie. Number three is The Story of Us. I don't know that one.
No.
Number four is Three Kings. Great movie.
Really? Okay.
Great movie. And then number five was American Beauty. Also a fantastic movie.
I might have seen it. I just don't remember.
It's pretty amazing. Overall, Fight Club costed about Fight Club costed about $63 million, and it made about $101 million. So not a big success, really, in the box office.
Nah. Is that for the year?
That's for the year, yeah.
It's only 3 months. That's good.
Yeah, but still, that's not really that's only a $40 million profit. I figured it would be bigger.
Yeah, for the year though. But you talking about the 3 months out of the year. So if you did it in January, what you think how much it cost then?
Oh no. That's for like that 101 million for like the whole time it was in theaters.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
My bad. I thought it was for the year.
No. Let's talk a little bit about the cast and stuff. So it was directed by David Fincher. I don't know if you know David Fincher. Does that name ring a bell?
No.
So he's done some. I'm gonna read off some other movies that he's done, and you tell me if you've seen them. He did Seven. Did you ever see Seven?
Yes, I seen Seven.
Okay.
Yeah, and he played. Brad Pitt was in that too. That was a young Brad Pitt movie.
That was very young Brad Pitt movie. He did Panic Room. Did you ever see that one?
Same Panic Room too.
Okay.
Yeah.
Curious Case of Benjamin Button. Also Brad Pitt.
You know what? I started it. I never finished it.
All right. The Social Network.
No.
The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo.
I'm gonna say yes.
And Gone Girl.
That was Ben Affleck, right?
Yeah.
I think I might have seen it.
Those are some of the movies that he's done, and I will say a lot of those are based off of books. So it seems like he likes to choose movies that are based off of books.
Yeah, I mean, actually, all the movies that you named, the ones that I knew, was pretty good though.
Agreed, 100%. He's a great director. I would say, in our lifetime, he might be top 5 directors in our lifetime.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, the ones you named, I've known. Seven was damn great.
Yeah,
if you ask me, we probably need to do that.
Yeah, I mean that's on my list for us to do for sure. Let's dive into the cast a little bit. Brad Pitt, obviously, is the star of the movie. I guess he's listed first, so maybe he's the star. I would say this, James. Brad Pitt in the '90s, basically everything he does up until Ocean's 11, I'm a huge fan of Brad Pitt.
Brad Pitt he was awesome. Yes,
like he was kind of grungy a little bit with like a little bit of a sense of humor, but like he didn't do like even though a lot of people think he's hot, he didn't do just the pretty boy. You know what I mean? Right. He wasn't just like look at me. He was like I'm gonna fight. He did Seven where it's like whatever. He did like 12 Monkeys where he's crazy. He just did all these yeah.
He did a lot of different roles, and he is a. I didn't realize he was that old. He did Mr. and Mrs. Smith, and
see, that's later on where I'm kind of like not as big of a fan anymore.
Really, I like him and Angelina Jolie in that. Yeah, okay.
Sure. Yeah, sure. I saw it in theaters, but whatever.
You can't do Brad Pitt like that. He
I liked him better when he was, like I said, the grungy guy that did crazy roles. Like, I think once he got to like Mr. and Mrs. Smith and stuff, he started to become like, I'm hot and I'm Brad Pitt.
That's funny. Yeah.
Um,
But he did a lot of movies.
He has done a lot of movies. Like you said, how old is he? Are you looking it up right now? How old is he?
62.
He's got to be like 55. How old?
62.
Oh, wow. Okay. All right.
Right. Threw me off, too. I was like, Brad Pitt?
Yeah.
62.
But I guess, I mean, his first movie was what, like 91? His first movie was like 91, I think. So it makes sense.
Yeah. Yeah, 62. Brad Pitt.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Yeah.
The other main person in this movie was Edward Norton. Do you know Edward Norton?
That, yes. Ed Norton has, what's that movie he played?
American History X?
Oh, my God. That was a good movie. Ed Norton played. It was the movie he was acting like a crazy guy. Like he was acting like he was, I don't know, it was autistic or I gotta look. American History X Primal Fear.
Primal Fear?
I don't know if I seen Primal Fear. I'm gonna say I think I did. He played a lot of movie. Red Dragon.
Red Dragon.
Yeah, I like Ed Norton. He was one of my favorites in the 90s.
I'm a huge fan. And that's what I think made Fight Club so great, is that it took Brad Pitt, I think, at his best, and it took Edward Norton at his best, and put them together. So you literally had not just two great actors, you had two great actors like in their prime. You know what I mean? Like it's like this is like LeBron and D Wade teaming up for the Heat. Like it's not like it's not like
He was a good he's a good actor. I mean, well, I don't know now, but the Italian Job, I seen that.
Yeah, love the Italian Job. Love that one.
Where the movie he was a superhero or something. He became Unbreakable. No.
Oh, Unbreakable? No, that's not him. He's not in Unbreakable.
He's not the guy that turned into the Beast?
Yeah, that's the Hulk, right? Yeah, the Hulk. Yeah.
No. I'm gonna find it, but he has schizophrenic. He's schizophrenic, and he got all these different people living in him. You remember that movie?
Oh yeah,
Split. I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's not him. That's not him though. That's not him.
Really? Who was that?
Not him. Man, I can't remember that guy's name right now.
Are you serious? I always thought that was him.
No, that's not him. 100% it's not him.
Okay.
I guess the other three people in this movie worth listing are Helena Bonham Carter. Do you know her at all?
Let me see who you're talking about.
The girl. the only girl in Fight Club.
I remember her, but I don't remember her in a whole bunch of movies. I mean,
yeah, this is probably, I think there's only two movies I've ever seen her in. This one and one of the Planet of the Apes. But she doesn't even play in that movie. She's just like, the female ape, I think. So, yeah. But she was married. I mostly only know her because she was married to Tim Burton. Do you know Tim Burton?
No.
Like the director of like Edward Scissorhands and stuff like that?
I know Edward Scissorhands, but I'm not really into the director stuff.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
All right, so the other two people worth mentioning are Meatloaf. Do you know Meatloaf?
That was a rapper, or not a rapper, but
a singer. Yeah, a singer. Yeah, he would do anything for love, but he won't do that or whatever. Yeah.
I probably didn't even. Yeah.
The other person worth mentioning is Jared Leto. He plays like the blonde-haired guy that Edward Norton beats the crap out of.
Oh, yeah. I thought you were gonna say Zach Grainer.
Okay. Which guy is that? Which one does he play?
I think he played the boss.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I've seen him in a bunch of things. Yeah. I didn't really know if he was worth mentioning. I like Jared Leto because he's been in a lot of things, and also he's the lead singer of 30 Seconds to Mars, which I like. They're a band. I like them.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
But and also we'll get to him later because Edward Norton shows up, Jared Leto shows up in one of our categories. For me, he shows up in one of our categories. Do we have anything else that we need to mention before we dive into our categories?
Probably not.
All right, let's do it then, James. I'll let you start with your favorite scene of Fight Club.
So I think my favorite scene, well, one of my first favorite scene is when he figured out he was fighting. He wasn't fighting
Tyler Durden.
Tyler Durden. Yeah, he was fighting himself. So the scene he was looking at, he hitting himself.
Yeah.
He dragging himself. It was, to me, it was just one of those moments like, this dude is crazy, and this for people to be watching it. He did it in front of people. He didn't know
Oh
he was
yeah.
being watched. That was one of my favorite scenes. My other favorite scene when he beat himself up for his boss to blackmail his boss. I had the damn security coming there. I mean, he didn't jump through. That's why I say this guy plays. He's a great actor. Like, to beat up yourself and to kind of throw. I mean, he had to act that. You know what I mean? So yeah, I mean, those are my favorite scenes. Just the self, I guess, infliction of pain.
Yeah.
When he threw himself down the stairs at the end. When he trying to, like, he's talking to himself, but he's talking to Tyler Durden, but he's he's trying to. I don't know what he's trying to do. He's trying to get himself not to do the bomb, but do the bomb. Then he fighting himself. You can see the pictures going back and forth in the camera, like he's just talking to himself, but you see Tyler Durden in it, right? I like that. I like that camera play, actually, and I like the way he kind of fought himself.
I like that too.
Yeah.
I like that too. My favorite scene is, this is where I lead into Jared Leto. My favorite scene is when Edward Norton just beats the crap out of Jared Leto. And he's like, I just wanted to destroy something beautiful. Like, haven't you ever? And then he goes into this long speech about how haven't you ever wanted to, like, just tear up the Mona Lisa and all this other stuff. And I just think I think we've all felt that way at some point where, we're just angry or sad or, whatever the emotion is. And it's just like, man, like, I would love to just, go beat up this Porsche or, tear up this painting or, whatever. And his thing was he just beat the crap out of Jared Leto, who was playing a pretty boy, which, whatever. But yeah, I love that scene. I don't know why. It's always the first thing I think of when I think of Fight Club. I do like,
beat up. Lord have mercy.
Yeah, I do like the beginning, not the very beginning, but I do like the part where Edward Norton first meets Tyler at the airport or on the plane,
Yeah.
and then they go have their first fight and they have their beer and he goes to this random house that he now lives in. Just that whole part I kind of like. You do know that Edward Norton does not have a name in this movie, right?
They never say his name.
Yeah, he doesn't have a name.
Yeah, that's horrible.
Yeah, it's I like it. I like that, actually. I think it's pretty cool.
And they always called him Sir and stuff like that. Yeah.
Yep. Or at the very end, they were calling him Tyler because he is Tyler.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like that. I thought that was a nice little, like, not twist, but I don't know the word, but I like that that was a thing.
It was good because it came. I never paid attention to it until you said it, and then I just thought about it after you said it. It was like, oh, okay.
Well, what about this? What about this? Early in the movie before we meet Tyler, he sees Tyler a couple of times before we actually meet him, right?
No, where you see him at?
Yeah,
did I miss that?
It's little flashes. So remember, he talks about this later in the movie about how Tyler works at the movie theater. And yes. He would, he inserted like the porno for a second. So if you go back and rewatch like the first 20 minutes of this movie, you see Tyler flash. Like there's a couple times where he just flashes in and flashes out.
Oh, so, and I don't know. And I think now you got me thinking about this whole thing. Was it him that worked at all these different places too? It was actually him working at these different places.
Yeah, it was actually him working at all these places. Yeah. Because he couldn't sleep, so he couldn't sleep, so he started getting jobs to keep himself busy.
Oh, okay.
The same reason why he went to all those meetings for testicular cancer and Alcoholics Anonymous and overeaters and all this other stuff. Yeah.
All right. Yeah, that was cool too.
Yeah. So those are our favorite scenes. What about least favorite scene, James? Do you have a least favorite scene?
I didn't like the when he beat up the guy scene to that point, because it was
The best
always,
part.
yeah, I know, for your best part. So, but it was always fighting to a certain point, whereas I'm not trying to maim.
Yeah.
And
When they go limp or tap, the fight's over, is what they say.
right, yeah.
Yeah.
It was like, now you see, but that's what happens. You get egregious with these fights, and then people start taking it a bit too far. But it was TV. It was good. It was good TV, but it was not my, not my thing.
Well, that's pretty awesome. That my favorite scene is your least favorite scene. I do love that, by the way. That doesn't happen often on these episodes that we do. My least favorite scene is just kind of lame, but the very beginning with the credits, they're playing like this crazy techno music and like techno rock music, and it ends up being like we're kind of leading into sweat dripping down his face or whatever. I just hated how there were so many movies in the late '90s, early 2000s that started movies off this way with this horrible like rock techno. Like, that music does not go with the movie at all. I don't think
it goes with the time.
Yeah, it goes with the time, but it doesn't go with the movie. And I don't know. I hate it. I hated it back then. Every movie that does it, I hate it. Like Swordfish. Swordfish does it too. If you've ever seen Swordfish, it does it too. So there's a bunch of, I could name a few, but there's a few movies that do it, and I just hate it. I don't think that music, if it doesn't fit with the movie, just don't do it. I understand it's popular, but don't do it.
It don't compliment. Yeah, I mean, I get it.
All right. Yeah. So, favorite character. I think this is a tough one, James. I think this is a tough one. Favorite character in Fight Club.
So so I can't say Edward Norton or Brad Pitt, because they were the same person.
Yeah.
Favorite person.
I mean, they're kind of different though, a little bit. I mean, you could pick one. I won't judge if you pick one of them.
No, I mean, I think the movie wouldn't. Both of them, the movie wouldn't be good if you have either one of them. I'm not going to. It's just you just got to figure out. You just got to pick them. So I'm gonna go with the girl.
All right,
the girl. And the funny thing about
Marla Hooch.
Yeah,
Marla Singer. Sorry, Marla Singer. Sorry. Yeah,
I'm gonna go with the girl, because the girl, I don't know what the hell was wrong with her. She was kind of, I can say psychotic, but she had some issues as well.
For sure.
Because of she was going to the damn meetings too, trying to get the same thing, get the same fulfillment he was. So he was. Yeah. I think they probably was one and the same. The thing is, she never flipped on who she was. So I mean, it was weird, because obviously, it made Brad Pitt or Tyler Durden a phenom in the bed, and he was killing this little lady. Like, Lord have mercy.
I mean, yeah, Marla's a good choice. Part of me wants to say Brad Pitt is my favorite character, just because, when I saw this movie, like I said, I'm in middle school. I thought Brad Pitt was the coolest.
Right.
I thought Brad Pitt was the coolest dude ever. Like, especially when he walks into the bar. Like, when they walk into the bar for that first time, where they go downstairs and he reads the rules. Dude, that is the coolest person I've ever seen. Brad Pitt just walking in there looking super cool. He's super fit. I'm just telling you right now, I want to pick Brad Pitt, but also, since you're not picking either one of them, I won't pick either one of them. So I'm going to go with Meatloaf. I'm going to go with Meatloaf as my favorite character. Bob and his bitch tits. I think
he had testicular cancer, and they had to, right?
Yeah. He was a super nice guy. He was a super nice guy and cared for others, and he just wanted to be involved in things. And sadly, he got his head blown off at the end.
Right. Now that you say that, now I remember that's Bob with the titties.
Oh, bro. Yeah. So I used to say that all the time. Like, there was probably a 7-year span after this movie where I was just like, yeah, Bob and his bitch tits. It was anytime there was like, I mean, obviously we're young and immature, but anytime a guy would, it'd be like, oh, he's got big, the guy has big boobs. Like, that's Bob and his bitch tits. Or anytime I just met somebody named Bob, I was like, Oh, obviously he's got bitch tits. So yeah, I think that's my favorite character. Do you have a least favorite character?
It wasn't too many in there that you can have at least favorite
No.
character.
Yeah.
There wasn't too many people that, yeah, probably not because I think everybody else was more fillers than anything, right? They were just
Yeah.
standing. So you talking about? So when we talk about least favorite character, somebody that actually had had a role.
Yeah. I mean, like, so for instance, like my choice, just because I kind of bothered me a little bit, would be like when Meatloaf got his head blown off and they were in the kitchen and the guy's like, "Sir, he doesn't have a name." That guy, he's like, "Sir, he doesn't have a name." And he's like, "Oh, I get it now. He has a name in death. Robert Paulson, Robert Paulson." But that guy, it just annoyed me like how dumb he was. It's like, man, we don't need. I get that there's like a cult at this point, but
Yes.
does he have to be? Does he have to be that dumb? Like,
Yes. Yes. And
but I know he does. I know that's not really like a role. I know it's not really like a role in the movie because literally I think it's the only time that guy really talks. But I don't know, it just kind of annoyed me.
Yeah, I mean, a least favorite character. No.
Yeah, I mean, there's only like 5 characters in this movie, so if you don't have one, I understand.
Yeah. I don't.
But yeah, in death, we all have a name, and his name was Robert Paulson, by the way.
Yeah. So the funny. Yeah. I wonder why everybody didn't have a name, but Tyler did.
Yeah, I mean because the narrator doesn't have a name, because Edward Norton doesn't have a name, so he wants everybody not to have a name.
And the funny thing is, I swear, I'm still trying to go through this movie and say they had to say his name.
No, never.
They never said his daggone name, even through the job.
Even, they trick you at one point when he's reading like the book, like when they're in the house, and he's like, I forget the name, but he's like, I'm Joe's liver, like I'm Joe's pancreas. Remember when he was reading that when they were in the house? So they kind of trick you and make you think that's his name, but it's not.
Oh.
Yeah. They never say his name. Next category, James, next category. Should there have been a sequel or a prequel to this?
No.
Well, here's my question though. If this was a TV show instead of a movie, do you think it would have been better?
I think the ending would have been.
Yeah.
You can kind of carry the ending to different, because since they had different it's almost like you ever seen the Sons of Anarchy?
Nope.
Okay. So when you have different chapters or different clubs in different cities, everybody has their different agendas. So you can kind of just you can spin it that way from season to season or episode to episode and see how this thing kind of spin off. But I think at the end, I think it's good. I think it's a good movie.
I think so too.
It could have been a series, but
yeah, I think it was perfect as a movie though, and a movie with no sequel or prequel. I know the book has sequels and everything now, but I don't think the movie needs one. Next category, nudity. We had nudity in this movie, James. Do we like it?
I'm trying to remember what nudity we had. The girl?
Well, when they were kind of showing them having sex a little bit, like he was dreaming about it, kind of, or whatever.
It wasn't enough.
It
wasn't enough because I can't remember it.
Yeah, it definitely wasn't. It definitely wasn't much. It's easy to miss.
For all the sex that they had and all the he come out the daggone room with busting sweat, but
because he's cool. He's that cool,
right? I want to see. You want to see something. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So yeah.
It definitely wasn't as much. But I will say this. 12 or 13-year-old Justin, or however I was when I first saw this movie, hated the girl. I did not like her. I didn't even think she was pretty. Helena Bonham Carter. I didn't get it. Yeah. I didn't understand it. Everybody always talked about how hot she was. I was like, I don't see it. I don't know now. Maybe I'm just older. She's actually pretty hot in this movie, honestly. Like, maybe I just like crazy women now. I don't know, but I get it. I get it now. So, yeah, I think there should have been more nudity. I'm all for it. Yeah. And for the ladies out there, you do kind of see Brad Pitt's butt at one point. So if you pay enough attention, you see it.
Yeah, she is pretty. She is nice. Even in her older age, she's nice.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But I didn't. Middle school Justin did not like her at all. But middle
That's cool.
school Justin was also growing up on like, Pamela Anderson and Carmen Electra, so
Yeah,
she doesn't really fit that style.
yeah.
Um,
She's 59. Wow. Okay.
oh yeah, I knew she was. I knew she was up there. James, I think it's.
Yes.
I think is it time to rate this movie,
Uh,
or do we need
yes.
to talk about something else?
No, you know, I mean, I say my last things that we just talk about the movie, but yeah, we can rate it.
All right. So 1 to 5, I'm giving this movie 4.5.
4.5.
Yeah.
That's like almost a perfect movie.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know if there is a such thing as a perfect movie, but I think this is pretty close.
Oh, I'm gonna give it a 3.8.
Okay, so we're a little off there. We're a little off there.
Yeah.
I think again, and this is what I said this at the beginning of the show. I think sometimes when we're like 12, 13, 14 years old, you kind of fall in love with certain things.
Mm-hmm.
And I think to me, this movie just hit me at the right time when I first saw it. So, I'll always think when somebody says that's a cool dude, I'm going to compare him to Tyler Durden. When somebody says that's a good movie, I kind of compare it to Fight Club. Like,
Right.
it just hits you. Like, I'm sure you have something that a movie or a song or something when you were like 12 to 15 that you still,
Right. Every time it
love.
comes up.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, maybe a TV show. I don't know. Maybe something like that. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I do. I think I think this movie is a good movie. It just started lagging at the end, for me.
Yeah, when they
Because
turned into when they started doing Project Mayhem.
Project Mayhem
Yeah.
is just he didn't know nothing about it. Like when he started trying to, I don't know if he started to realize that he was hallucinating, or what, but it was just I just didn't. It started to lose me. I started to lose interest, to be honest with you. But
to me, they sped it up a little bit. Like I think it should have been dragged out a little bit. That final part.
well, yeah, but I mean, I don't even think it should have started with Project. I think it should even split up to Project Mayhem.
Yeah.
I think they could have just kept with the Fight Club and grew the Fight Club and just left with the Fight Club. But when you start, like you're saying, doing almost terrorist acts, that's a whole nother storyline.
For sure. I mean, I get it. I mean, the movie, the first half of the movie to me is absolutely perfect. I think until they get to Project Mayhem, I think this is a perfect movie for sure.
Yeah. It is a damn good movie before they get to Project Mayhem.
Yeah.
Like, it's a damn good movie. And the thing is, when you're sitting there trying to figure out how this thing will end, that's where when you start realizing certain things, that's where it's like, oh, they don't know. And then they started Project Mayhem. Then they kind of mess up. But it should have ended him either, I ain't gonna say dying, but him, something. Not what happened. And then it's happy ever after. You notice that, right?
Oh yeah,
He don't get in trouble for none of this stuff that he's done. He assaulted a congressman or somebody. It was different, Justin. It was different.
Yeah, it was definitely a happy ending. Like he doesn't get in any trouble. He realizes that he loves the girl. He walks off with her. Yeah.
Nothing happens. That's horrible. and I guess Tyler Durden is no more.
Yeah, he's gone. He's no longer a part of his imagination or whatever.
Yeah, no. The lady liked Tyler Durden.
Man, we all like Tyler Durden.
Right. And the lady did too. So
yeah.
So
what's the old saying? All the ladies want to be with him and all the men want to be him. Yeah, that's probably true.
Yeah. Yeah, he played it. This was one of his movies that yes, he did become like I'm gonna say a role model, but almost like an action figure. I'm gonna be Tyler Durden. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, this is probably, to me, when you ask me a Brad Pitt movie, this might be the movie that pops in my head first.
This one, yeah, you're right. Yes. And then I will go with Ocean 11, but I always will go fall on my favorite Brad Pitt movie when he was young, the Seven.
Oh yeah, Seven. Yeah, that would be. I mean, that would probably be like my second or third movie. Yeah, I think
Yeah.
12 Monkeys is probably the second one that I think of.
I need to watch that. I think I've seen it, but it's been so long.
Yeah, it's him and Bruce Willis.
Yeah, I think I said it's been so long though.
But it's a good movie. I got it on VHS if you ever want to borrow it.
I got to borrow the whole VHS and the tape.
All right, well, yeah, I got a VCR for you. It's a VCR/DVD player.
Oh, would you collect antiques? I mean, what
no, man, that's not, man. No, I still have that from when it was like a thing.
Yeah, you throwing stuff away, Jess. You got to throw it away.
No, definitely not. James, is that it? Is that all that we need to talk about for Fight Club?
I think it is. And it's getting late anyway, so
Yeah.
But yes,
perfect,
yes, Fight Club.
Well, yeah.
I say go see it. I mean, if you haven't seen it, see it. It's a decent. It's more than a decent movie to watch. So, yeah,
definitely, I highly recommend it. So last words, James, before we log off.
Like, subscribe, comment, and thank you for being a part of our, our podcast.
Yep. Perfect. Exactly what he said. Until next time, guys. We'll check you later.
Check you later.